Hey YouTube, what's up? Sugar Ree. I'm coming to you today to show you how I make my own shadow base. What I use is face paint. This is called Clown White by Ben Nye, and I put it in this jar. It comes in a big jar, which my daughter has, which she uses to paint her face when she mimes at church and things like that. So I got some of hers out of her jar and I put it in here. So what you'll need is some kind of white or beige face paint, a little jar, whatever little jars you want to use or whatever, and some foundation. And all we're going to do is mix it. So I take a little bit, let's see if you can see what I'm doing. I just take a little bit, which I'm going to take what's at the top, and I stick it in my little jar. I need a little more than that. So I take it and I just stick it in my little jar. This is just a little spatula thing that came in my nail kit. And then I add just a drop of foundation. Just a drop, which is going to change the color of it to where I can just, you know, use it. And this helps my eyeshadow stay on all day. I have to use the coconut oil to really get it off. And that's just still a little too light for me, so I'm going to add just a little bit more of my foundation. And this is basically a jar that I'm done with. If you want to use your good stuff, you know, that's your choice or whatever. And I just mix until I get the color that I want, which is going to be pretty much my foundation color, but not quite dark. So it's more like a beigey, and how beige you want it. So you just keep adding until you get the color that you want. And when I put this on under my eyeshadow, it makes such a difference. It really makes the color, you know, not only last, but it makes it the true color that it is in the actual palette. Because sometimes, you know, it's a beautiful color inside the palette, but then once you put it on, sometimes it's either too dark, or, you know, it just doesn't show up like it does when it's in the palette. So, and that's the beige that I'm looking for. And I'll swatch it just a bit for you. And of course, you know, you rub it in like you would, you know, like when you do your makeup or whatever. I'll swatch your eyeshadow for you. These are real pretty shimmery colors. And in this, I mostly use like the orangey color, which is between this one and this one. I don't know if you can see it real good. It's not showing up real good. But I take my little orange. That's not the one I want. Tap off the excess as usual. And I pat it. I just pat it on, you know, as thick as you want it, or whatever, you know, however you wear your makeup. And you put it on, and it really shows the actual orange. And that is the true orange. That's exactly what it looks like in here. But if I put it on just my arm, it doesn't show up the same. I don't know if you can really tell the difference in this camera. But like I said, it really, as I hear people say, it makes it pop or whatever. But I mean, it's cheap. I think the jar that she had was a huge, like, I don't know, 16 or 20 ounce bottle, and it was like 10 bucks or 18 bucks. You can get it on eBay, or you can go to Walmart or Michael's, Ben Franklin, whoever sells face paint, you know, or whatever. Or you can go to BenNye.com and get it, you know, or it's just, you know, I'm quite sure everybody's heard of Ben Nye, or if you haven't, look it up or Google it, and it'll tell you where you can get it from. But I love it. I love it. It makes such a difference. Look at this orange, which is just you know, regular. Back up right here, and this is the one with the Ben Nye. This shadow base will stay on all day. All day, and it makes your colors so pretty and bright. Just makes such a huge difference. So I urge you to give it a try. Like I said, it doesn't have to be Ben Nye. You can go to Walmart and get face paint. You can go to Michael's and get face paint. You can go to Ben Franklin's. Any craft store, any general store usually sells face paint, like in the kids department or in Halloween. After Halloween is over, just rack up on it. When it goes to the 80 and 90 and 75%, just rack up on it. Because you can use the colors, the green and the orange and the black and all that to make that smoky eye. You can use all of that for this. And to me, it just works so well. And I got the idea, believe it or not, it just popped in my head when I saw her mom one Sunday. And I'm like, I can use that for a shadow base. That should really bring out the colors in my shadow. So I just grabbed some and I came home and I made my little base. I mean, you can make as much as you want or as little as you want. This will last a long time. This will last me at least 3 months, 3 to 4 months. You know, not just a little bit, but just what I've taken out of her huge jar. And I just keep it. And just put it in my own little jar, which was an old shadow jar that I depotted. And I took it out and put it in there. So that's just a little quick idea that I had, that I came up with, that I thought would help. Because Mac ain't in my budget right now, and none of the other ones are either. Unfortunately, right now, sister laid off, so you work with what you got. And I came up with this idea, and hopefully it'll help someone else. So, as always, YouTube, I'm up and out of here. Peace out.